A very warm and good afternoon welcome to my dear students on behalf of NTCC High School family. This is Regina Victor Joseph, your English teacher, and I welcome you all for this online class. I hope and believe that you all are doing fit and healthy at home. Please take all the required precautions and God bless each one of you. Instructions: use earphone or headphone for a better learning experience. Keep a notebook and a pen handy to make notes. Read the text on the screen. Sit at a quiet place. You may pause the video till you get ready to resume or when you have to make a note of important points. Now, my dear students, prior to this we had done formal letter, and today we are going to do informal letter. How we will be writing an informal letter, an introduction. Okay. Friendly letters have 5 parts. By the word friendly, you can understand that who all do we have to write these letters to. The first one is the heading. Very important how you write the heading in the letter. Second is a salutation. Salutation, my dear children, is the greeting. How you're going to greet in the letter. Third point is the body. The body means not your body, okay? It's the content, what you're writing, the matter. Fourth point is the closing. And the fifth and the final part is the signature, okay? So very important. Friendly letters have 5 parts: the heading, the salutation, which means greeting, the body, the closing, the signature. Now let us see what is an informal letter. But before this, children, let me ask you, have you written a letter to anybody? Be it your friend, your uncle, your auntie, your cousins, anybody? I'm sure the answer will be no. Because in today's world, the technology is so quick that we hardly hold the pen and paper in our hand. We have mobiles, we have WhatsApp. So there is no requirement to write letters, isn't it? But we need to continue with our tradition, and we need to know how to write a letter. And what is an informal letter? Let us see. An informal letter is a letter that is written in a personal fashion. Personal fashion means in your own way. You can write an informal English letters to your relatives or friends, but also to other people with whom you have a personal oblique informal way of interacting. Means people that you are in touch with, okay, your near and dear ones. This can also be with business partners that address you in a personal and friendly manner. In a lot of countries, there are, of course, different ways of doing this. Here, only the English and the American way is addressed. Okay, so in different countries, there are different ways, but here, what we do, only the English and Americans, the way is addressed. What elements does the letter include? Now, children, what does this word element mean? Okay. What does the letter include? What elements does the letter include? And what is the meaning of elements? Now, elements means an essential or characteristic part. Like it is the few highlighted points, okay, which you need to remember. So there are 6 points. First is the address. Second is the date. Third is the opening. Fourth is the text or the body or the content, as I told you. Fifth is the closing or the end. And the final part is the signature. So these are the key points that you have to remember, the elements that it is known as of the letter. Now, what is text, body, or content, children? You must be thinking, what is this teacher talking about text, body, and content? When writing an informal letter in English, you should use personal or friendly language. However, it remains important to adjust your use of language to the person you are writing to. A good way of assessing how you should write is thinking about how you would interact with each other in real life. Another thing, the English and the American are fond of exchanging some social niceties. So they like asking a few polite questions, etc. They are in general not so direct as most Europeans. Now, when you're writing the informal letter, children, what the body or the content in English for informal letter you should use is a personal or a friendly language, right? When just the way when you are going to meet your friend in person, and or if your friend is face to face, how you would react, how you would talk. So you have to adjust your language according to that person, okay? And then the good way of assessing means to think, okay, that how you would write is thinking about that your friend is standing in front of you and you're talking with your friend in that manner. And another thing is the English and the Americans are fond of exchanging some social niceties. The word niceties over here means a fine or subtle detail or distinction. Means it is like, some kind of quality of that person. It's like if I say Ria is a very sweet girl, like she is a very obedient child, so that is a nicety about Ria. Okay, and what these people like doing is they like asking few polite questions before they get into the main content, and they are not so direct as the Europeans. Now, in opening of an informal letter in English, now very important, children, the opening of the letter, how to address someone in English when you want to write this letter, informal letter. So let us see what it says. This is fairly straightforward. It is usually not of the same importance as with a business or formal letter. Like, you don't have to be very formal. Now remember, this is an informal letter, so you have to be very straightforward, like, a fair, friendly conversation that you can have over here. But it is still relevant. There are a few things that you should know about how to address someone properly in an informal letter. First of all, in England, there is not behind Mr. But in American letters, there is secondly. You should know that women are addressed with Mrs. when they are married and with Miss when they are not. So these are the points that you have to remember, children, okay? Like, you have to put Mr. You have to put Mrs. when the woman is married. You have to put Miss when the lady is not married. So all these are small things that you have to remember. And how will you remember, children? When you practice it, okay? Opening sentences for an informal letter in English. Now, examples of opening sentences you can see over here that I have mentioned, and you have to use this. Opening sentences of an informal letter should be casual, like friendly, as I told you, not so stiff as in business letters. For example, of more formal opening sentences, you should check out my business letter article. How are you? How have you been? How is life treating you? How are the kids? I hope you are doing well. I hope you, Mike, and the kids are having a great time in. So you see the way how you ask questions, the tone changes, and also the meaning changes. So very important that how you open the sentences in your informal letter. Now, ending an informal letter in English. Examples of closing sentences. How to end an informal letter in English. I am looking forward to seeing you. I can't wait to see you soon. I can't wait to hear from you. I am looking forward to hearing from you. I hope to be hearing from you soon. See you soon. Send my love too. I hope you are doing well. Give my regards to. So you see how the ending is in informal letter. Again, here the meaning and the sentences change. Signature is the ending. Here you can be pretty free in your choice of ending your letter. Here are some examples of a signature for an informal letter in English. Best wishes, kind regards, best regards, lots of love, love. Now useful phrases. Phrases are sentences, children, that you can use. Thank you for your letter. It was nice to hear from you. I'm sorry I haven't written for so long. Hoping to hear from you before too long. I'm afraid to say that I won't be able to. Do you think you could? I regret to inform you that we are unable to. I am willing to ask whether it is possible. So you see, these are also some useful phrases that you can use. Opening expressions. Now, how you have your expressions when you are happy, when you're sad, when you're crying. Even in letters, you have to use expressions, my dear students. How to start an email or a letter? Like we normally say, how are you? How have you been? How's everything going? I hope you are doing fine. Hope you are well. What's new? And reason one is writing. Why are you writing? I am writing because I haven't heard from you for quite some time now. The reason I am writing is because I am missing you. I wanted to tell you that I am planning to come and visit your native place. I would like to share my birthday gift experience, that how happy I was to get my desired birthday gift. So you see the expressions, how it changes depending on your conversation, children. That's why you need to practice, keep speaking in English, and that's when you can be perfect. Opening expression when we answer an email or letter, right? Thanks for your email or letter. Now when you receive the letter or the email, this is when you're going to reply to them. Opening expression. It was great to hear from you. It was so nice to hear from you. Sorry for not writing earlier. I hope you and your family are well. Now when you're replying to the news, when you've received any news, sorry to hear about. Glad to hear that you are all well. Good luck with. Hope you feel better soon. Closing expressions. Now when you are ending the letter, what you are supposed to write, the expressions. Anyway, well, that's all for now. Hope to hear from you soon. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Send my regards or love too. Take care. Best wishes. Regards. Lots of love from. Sincerely. Stay in touch. Keep in touch. Bye for now. See you. And PS means please send me the photos of our last trip. So you see the closing expressions. You can use these as well. Now let us see what is the format of an informal letter, children. This is the format of the informal letter. Again, I told you everything will be on the left hand side as per the 10th standard board pattern. First one is the sender's address. Then you have the date, salutation, which is a greeting, body of the letter or the content that we are aware of now. And then final point, the 5 parts, closing of the letter. Okay, here they have said, convey my regards and all to all at home, reply to me as early as possible, waiting for your reply, yours loving, or your loving son, friend, etc., Vishal Bendre. So the 5 points of 5 elements of the informal letter, here it is to you, and the format. Okay, key points to remember when you're writing about informal letters. Informal letters are written to people whom you know well or are close to you. They include letters to parents, brothers and sisters, cousins, nieces and nephews, uncles and aunts, grandparents, friends and acquaintances. Acquaintances means people that you know dearly. The style of these letters is casual, as if you are conversing with them. Conversing means you're having a conversation with them, as if they are in front of you. Hence, you must use simple vocabulary. Emotions and opinions should be expressed through proper words. The block format must be used while writing the letter. In this format, all the components of the letter are aligned to the left margin of the page. The body of the letter is single space, but paragraphs are separated by double line space. While writing on ruled paper, a line can be left between paragraphs to indicate the beginning of a new paragraph. There is no punctuation at the end of each line in the address. Punctuation may be within the address if there are any abbreviations, example Cooperative Housing Society, so -CHS, or after the name of the place, example Mumbai -400-001. The comma in the date is after you mention the month, example 3rd September 2018. You can see the comma after September. There is a comma or a colon after the salutation. Example, Dear Reena, comma, oblique, Dear Reena, colon. At the end, there is a comma in the complimentary clause. Example, yours faithfully, comma, oblique, your loving daughter, comma. So these are the key points that you have to remember, children. Okay, please understand it well and go through it. Now, what are this greeting? You have to write it on the left hand side of the letter, as I told you. Begin with dear. For example, dear Amin, dear Latifa, or dearest, oh my dear, for close friends and my family. Like we say, dearest father, my dear Uncle Syed, dearest Siti. Okay. Opening of the first paragraph. Now, how you will begin the opening in the first paragraph? Asking about the person's health. For example, how are you? I hope that you are in the pink. I hope that you are in the pink doesn't mean you are in the pink of the color. It means that I hope that you are in the best of health. How's your family getting on? I'm fine and I hope you're fine too. I hope that you're as fit as a fiddle. Fiddle means continuously keeps doing something or the other. So that person is known to be fit as a fiddle. Asking what the reader had been up to. Now, how's the weather at your place? Not too hot, I hope. Did you get to visit your grandparents? Did you go on your trip to Paris as you had hoped? They say Paris is a beautiful city. So you see the opening. Expressing happiness and sorrow. How will you express happiness? For example, I received your letter on Monday. I'm happy to receive your letter today. Thank you for your letter which I received last week. I'm so glad to hear that you're visiting me. I'm glad to learn that you miss me dearly. Now, when you're expressing sorrow, sorrow means sadness. I'm sorry to hear that your uncle is no more. Expressing apology. I did like to say sorry for being rude. I'm sorry for not writing to you for so long. So you see, happiness and then sorrow. Content, that means the body that you can write several paragraphs. In the second paragraph, mention your main reason for writing the letter. You may use the following phrase like, in your last letter, you wanted me to describe about the trip that I had gone to Paris, or you wanted me to advise you about buying a new laptop. I'm writing this letter to let you know that we are planning to visit your place for this summer vacation. Okay? And the closing paragraph, that is the last paragraph. Inform the reader that you are ending the letter. You may use the following phrases. I'll write again soon. Do write to me soon. Well, that's about all for now. Please give or send my regards to. Please convey my warm regards to. Let me pen off here means let me finish writing my letter. Take care of yourself. Hope to hear from you soon. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Hope to receive a reply from you. Bye. Goodbye. Signing off again when you are ending. If you are writing to your parents, you can sign off using your loving daughter, yours lovingly, yours affectionately. Okay? If you are writing to friends or relatives, you can sign off using your friend, yours sincerely, yours faithfully, your niece or nephew. Okay? Now, letter to a friend. I've just given one letter as an example. The address, it says 33 5th Avenue, 4th Cross Road, Mumbai 89, Maharashtra. Date 18 June 2020. I'm writing a letter to my friend. Dear Preeti, how are you? How are your family members? How is the weather there? Hope you are doing well. I am also fine here. That was my first paragraph. Then you need to leave a line and write the second paragraph. I have been transferred to a boarding school and I am very happy here. My batchmates and teachers here are very good and helpful. They make me feel here like home. The classrooms are very well maintained and spacious. There is a big library inside the campus where I spend 1 hour reading books. Even the laboratories here are very well equipped. This school has a sports hall also, where we can get all the sport related facilities including swimming pool. Concluding paragraph. I will feel really happy if you can come to my school so that you can have a look in the ambience. Ambience is the surrounding. I hope you will also like it here. Although I have made a few friends here but still miss you a lot. Waiting to see you soon. Till then, take care of yourself. This is the closing. Take care. With love, Pooja. So you see, it's a very friendly letter that she has written to her friend stating about her boarding school and the surrounding. Recapitulation, children. Let us just do a recap. What does informal letter deal with? An informal letter deals with personal feelings and experience. How to begin an informal letter? Now, you may begin an informal letter by asking questions like, how are you? How's your family? I'm fine and hope you are fine too. Third question, how to close an informal letter? You may close an informal letter by saying, I'll write to you again. Do write to me soon. Please convey my regards to your family. And your home assignment is write a letter to your cousins inviting them to spend this summer vacation with you in your native place. Please do this in your homework book, my dear students. Okay? And our next upcoming topic is revision. Take care. God bless you.